Hey guys, Mark Kwok here. Today I want to go through 5 electronics or like tech items that I purchased towards the latter part of last year. And I love all of these products, and so I figured I'd share it here and see if you like them as well. I recently saw this guy. This is from Keychron. This one is a 75% keyboard by Keychron in this white colorway with these brown accents and wooden parts. So it's the K2HE Special Edition in white. Okay, so did I need a new keyboard? No, but did I see this one and thought, oh my God, this looks so retro, old school, but awesome and new, and has exactly like the highlights in the white and then the brown. Overall, this has absolutely replaced my Logitech keyboard. It is one that I do recommend. I really love it. Here's some sounds. I mean, sounds pretty dope. And I really, like the experience of typing on it has been awesome. I'll give you one real quick con though. Unlike the other keyboards I have, this one actually takes some time to wake up. It's not a lot, it takes, it's seconds, but these are seconds that I might need really quickly to like check something up and get out of there. Like I'm gonna need some time for this thing to wake up if it's on wireless mode. You can actually technically even turn off the sleep mode, but then it hurts the battery life. So it's just a trade-off that you have to like either make or not, but overall, I would recommend this again, the Keychron K2HE in white. The second item is actually an air purifier. I bought the Kowei, which is like one of the most popular air purifier companies, the 250 Art. The Art version, the difference is just simply that there's a magnetic panel that is actually swappable by a Korean artist. I forgot her name, but maybe I'll put it up there real quick. But it has a little piece of art in the front, so it doesn't look like an eyesore, even though it has a functional purpose. I actually intend to purchase the other two. So there's 3 panels that you can use, all by the same artist, but different pieces of art. I got the pink version as like the default. There's like a green one and then like a purple yellow one. I intend to get actually all 3 and just swap them out. You actually can't get the art like panels just yet, but they told me that actually you can be able to get it in the future. So yeah, really quick on the functions. It actually does do a good job of letting you know if the air condition is good or bad. Sometimes you think it's random, but I will check like the air condition outside and then it'll like match exactly when this thing is going off. So it must be able to actually understand what's in the air and the particles and stuff like that. It's not just all BS. Third up, you guys know I love audio. I talk about audio all the time. One of the things that I got a comment on recently is I had a video about my KEF LS50 Meta speakers. These are my home theater speakers that I put in front of my on my TV, and it's an amazing experience. But they were connected to a like this Yamaha like $400 or $500 integrated amplifier. Does the job, looks good. I had no problems with it. But I got a recommendation to try out a brand called Hegel. Hegel is known for really good integrated amplifiers, and like everyone tells me that Hegel is meant for KEF. It's like they're like a match made in heaven, and in fact, at trade shows, that's the combo that they use. So I decided to get the H190 by Hegel, which is sort of like their midline. It's good. Will the average person notice the difference? Probably not, to be honest. So would I recommend it? Only if you're like super particular about audio, which I'm guessing only 1% of you guys listening here are. I am, and so for me, it was a worthwhile thing. I think the user experience is a little better. It has its own streaming thing, so I don't have to have like a separate streamer. Overall, I recommend, especially if you have KEF speakers, look into Hegel, maybe the H120. I have the H190 again. It's 150 watts into 8 ohms. This thing called damping factor has 4,000, so it's really supposed to control the speakers really well. I think it does a good job. Will you be able to notice? Unless you do an A/B test, you probably can't. But absence of that, if you just want good audio, that's a choice that I want to put in front of you. All right, next up, this one is also a tech product because it matches with your phone. This is the Moft case and also tripod. So this is the Movas leather case. It's made by Moft, and it's leather, and it's like this nice color. It's white. It has a really nice feel. When I have a case, I can either go with the Apple ones or I can go with this one. I like this because there's a couple things. The first is the color is nice. I'm a fan of the color. The second thing is the magnet here is actually stronger than the Apple magnet. And you can really tell. No problems with this, it's just a case, but what do you need from a case? It needs to protect, it needs to feel good, it needs to look good. The more interesting thing is actually this guy. This is the tripod. So the great thing about this is that you can actually have like multiple purposes from it. It's super thin, but it does a couple of things. One, it could be a stand, so you can just put your iPhone here and then it'll like have a nice little stand and it stands up really nice. Again, because the magnets are strong, like, I mean, I don't really have much fear about doing this, which is surprising. You can also make it into kind of like a selfie stick-ish. Gives you that extra like slight bit of reach, and you can kind of put this in front of you if you're into that stuff. So the most interesting thing actually is this thing here. This is a tripod element. And you can have a little bit more height, and then you can, you know, film yourself, you can film something down here. Either way, it's super nice because it gives you all this like customizability when you're filming things. It's super simple, nothing revolutionary, but I think it's just clever how they did the design. And so I would recommend it if you're interested in content creation or you're just trying to do some more stuff with the video. If you have a kid or something and you're trying to like put it down, and the Moft tripod, I think it's called the invisible tripod. All right, last but not least, and I don't have much B-roll on this because it's basically what I'm shooting on right now. It is the Canon R5 Mark II. In a previous video, I talked about actually having an R5 as my camera. I said it'd be a waste to upgrade to the R5 II, but I had it on my wish list. Lo and behold, there was a good enough price for a used one. I went and pulled the trigger, and now I have the Canon R5 Mark II. If you look at reviews on cameras in general, you see that actually the R5 Mark II has been pretty lauded. I think people generally like it, and they think it's a real big step up from the Canon R5. I will say I don't necessarily utilize all of the different functions, but generally a more competent camera is going to be well appreciated by me. Image quality, low light capability, some of the more camera like video features, we're talking like 8K or 4K 120, like, so I decided to pull the trigger because really I have one camera and one lens, and that's kind of it. And so I'd rather have the best of each one and just like leave it at that. What I will say is that I'm generally happy with it. Would I be happy with the R5 and continue on? Yes. Does this really improve my life more? A little. It's kind of like the audio thing as well, the Hagel H190, and then this, like, truly you don't need to upgrade. But if you're buying for the first time, and let's say you want kind of the best of the best, or you want something that is as competent as it gets, you know, these are options. All right, so those are the 5 things I bought. Just ideas for you guys in case you're looking for something to buy, which, you know, you shouldn't be looking for something to buy, but in the case that you're in the market for one of these things, there are 5 different tech items. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mark Kwok. I'll see you guys on the next one.